Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Rosario Borgesi and in this video we will explore Zora and the Coins SDK that they provide. This SDK allow us to create new coins, new Zora coins that are also tradable on Uniswap, and among the other feature it also allow us to um, fetch information about other tokens or about users and so on and so forth. So let's get started. So this is the home page of Zora, and it allows us to create our own coins, also called Zora coins, which are, as we will see later on, basically ERC20 that we can not only share on once we have created them on various social, but we can also trade them on Uniswap. For example, here we can buy or sell a certain amount of this token. So this is a very interesting protocol for all creators, and it allows us not only to upload simple images, but also other types of media, like for example videos, as we will see later on. So Zora comes with this SDK. So to be more precise, Zora it is a protocol, which means that it comes with a set of smart contract, which are basically we can find them here. There is a coin factory, which is called this Zora Factory, which is an upgradable smart contract, which allow us to deploy the Zora coins. So once the Zora Factory it is upgradable, the Zora coins, so the ERC20 that this factory deploys are immutable. And then here, of course, here you have all the addresses of the deployed contracts, and we also have here the coin smart contract, which is in charge of um, which handles the coin itself. So it is here, as we can see, an ERC20, which has uh, some functionalities as that are listed here. For example, we can trade them on Uniswap because it is integrated with the Uniswap V3. Reward distribution, so a mechanism for distributing rewards to creator, refers, and also metadata management. This we will see in a greater detail with by means because we can upload the metadata, for example, on IPFS and multi-ownerships. So it has support for multiple owners. So this protocol has, as we have said, this set of smart contract, but also an SDK, so a library that allow us to interact with this smart contract in a very simple way that is integrated with VM. So for if you are new to VM, you can check out the video that I have already made on this subject. And of course, it is very simple. So we just need to install the SDK, the Coins SDK, and then we need to install VM in our repository. Then the operation that we can do here, you can see there are, of course, it is only on the SDK is available only in JavaScript, so we can use it, for example, also in TypeScript. And if we want to use it in other language, we should make use of the we should do some HTTP requests. So it is a little bit more complicated. But the operation that we can do are, for example, creation of coins, coin trading, coin updates, and also coin queries. For example, we can get the coin details, we can query a profile, and so on. So let's check out the repository that I've created for this video. So here basically this repository um, takes makes use of two environment variable, which are private key, of course, the private key of our account, and the RPC URL that we have to, as always, store in our in a .temp file. So an RPC URL, you can get this from Base. It works on Base Evolia and also on the base mainnet. But if we would like to see our coin here in our profile, we should use, of course, base mainnet. This is an example of a token that I have already created, and this, of course, it is possible. It has been deployed on the base mainnet. So if we want to use this beautiful front end provided by Zora, we should deploy our token on base mainnet. I don't know if there is also a version for base Evolia, but I have not found it. So coming back to our code, here, I will not go into the details. As I said earlier, if you are new to VM, just check out the previous video. So here we are creating an account by reading the private key. We're using, of course, the VM library with this function private key to account. Then, of course, just for testing, we are console logging this address of this account. Then we create a public client, in this case for the chain base, and also a wallet client that these two objects are needed. Always we are using here the VM library. These two objects are needed then when we call this create coin function, which is provided by the library Coins SDK. Here I'm creating a simple object that is needed obviously by the createCoin function with the simple I'm providing some data here. This data referring to the previous token that we have seen earlier that I have created. And then here there is the function create my coin. It is here the important part here is this one where we are creating the create coin function that allow us to create a new coin, and then we are simply console logging some information, for example, the transaction hash, the coin address, and so on and so forth. I would say to give it a try. So let's try to deploy a new coin on base. So let's go to Pignata. Here I have already created some examples of JSON and also images. For example, this is an example of this should be an eagle. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is the image that is stored inside sorry, inside this JSON. Okay, perfect. As you can see here, it is only also explained how the metadata should be formatted. So this type of JSON is following this pattern here that is explained in this page. So I believe that we need to provide this. This is um, the CID of this JSON. So we need this. This is an eagle. So let's say that here we want to create this new token with this IPFS. Then here we provide eagle. Of course, if you are new um, to IPFS and to Pignata, check out my video on IPFS of and Pignata so you can learn more about this. Let's call it EGL. So I would try to deploy this new this new token. So, but first of all, let's check out, let's make a test. Let's check out if the URI that we are providing is valid because Zora also provides a function here that is called validate metadata URI content um, that checks the correctness of our URI. So we could, for example, check out first, invoke first this function here. Let's put it above. Okay. Then if it is just for testing, then we can if it is valid, we can call the function to create the coin. So let's run this. Okay, so the URI is valid. Um, sorry, I made a mistake. No. Okay, the URI is valid. So let's deploy this token. Let's create this token. Let's call this function here. Okay, so these are the deployment details. So if we go back to Zora to okay, so we can see that there is this new token, this new coin that has been created. Here, for example, we can share it on X, for example. Okay. Okay, and it creates a new tweet with this new coin, but we can also share it, for example, on Farcaster. We can trade it as we said earlier. So if we go back here, it gives us some information. Okay, the payout recipient, this is my address. Okay, the currency, due right is the one that we have provided, and also the, for example, there should be, okay, here there is the address of the coin. We can check out the transaction, for example, also on base mainnet if we like. So we go here on base scan, we can check the transaction. So we can do we can do a lot of information. Now, what I would like to do is to call the other function that is remaining to which is to query data, which is fetch single coin. So now that we need to provide the chain and the address. The address is this one. Okay. So here we can say we can call this function fetch single coin. We provide the address of our token. The chain is base. Okay, .id. Here we can run this. Okay, as you can see here, we are calling basically here the function getCoin by provided by the Zora SDK. So here the name of the coin is eagle. Okay, here there is the total supply, market cap, creator, it is my account, created at okay 8th of April, it should be right. Here we can find also the description. Majestic Eagle, this is taken from my PFS, from the metadata, the address, whatever. Then we can also find information. This is my profile. Information about the media. Here we find the URI of the image, not the URI of the JSON. And here we can also have a preview of the image. For example, here, if we go in this site, we can see that there is this preview. We can have also a preview and also some other information that are related to comments and so on. So we have reached the end of the video. I hope that it has been useful. If you have any questions, please drop a comment below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.